Hey, Coach Stephen Arnold here, and in this 5-minute video, I'm going to show you how to become more successful. Honestly, this video could potentially change your life. I've been putting a lot of work in on my own self, my own success, and what I'm going to give you today could honestly potentially change your whole life. So I want you to pay attention to this one. This is a big one today. As always, thanks for tuning in. If you do like what we're doing, hit that subscribe button, give me a like, give me a comment. Let me know the answer to the question that I have for you at the end, and at the end I may be able to reach out and help you with what we're working on today. So today I want to talk to you about how you can become more successful, whether that's at weight loss, whether that's in your relationships, whether that's in health, weight management, any kind of area of your life. You can use this tactic, this knowledge to become more successful. Alright, so let's get into it. And the thing that I want to talk about first of all is something that we call circumnavigate. Now this is something that one of my mentors, Nick Peterson, was talking to me about. Pretty much a lot of this is based on what Nick Peterson does do, so just check him out. He is a great mentor. He's a business mentor, but he teaches a lot of great stuff. A lot of that I transfer over to health and fitness and do the work with our clients. So circumnavigate, and this is what separates successful people from unsuccessful people. So this is the route to success, from where you are to where you want to go. And this is what successful people will do. They'll start making a move, they'll start moving forward, making some changes, but they get it wrong. Of course, we always get it wrong. We never get it right straight away. So we circumnavigate, change, make an adjustment, come back. But of course, we don't get that right either. But we keep going, make another change. And eventually, we just keep circumnavigating until our mistakes become less and we get closer and closer to the route to success. And all of a sudden, that's when we can start moving forward at a faster rate. We start getting things more right more often. And this is where unsuccessful people go wrong. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people in health and weight management isn't actually as big as you think. A lot of people think, it's not for me. Those people over there, they're over there, I'm over here. I'm never going to look like that, never going to feel like that, I'm never going to achieve that. That is reserved for the genetically gifted. When in reality, the difference is so minimal. And I'm going to show you how minimal it is. And having this knowledge can make it so much easier for you. And you'll probably all know somebody that does do this. So unsuccessful people will do this. They start making a change. And of course, they get things wrong. So they readjust, they circumnavigate, and they'll start coming back towards what's ideal, but they hit a roadblock, or they won't quite get it right, and they'll stop. Well, that didn't work, and then I changed, and that didn't work either. I still didn't get to where I wanted to be. This isn't made for me. Or they hit their roadblock, continue, get it wrong. That didn't work, that diet didn't work, that belief system didn't work, I'm going to change. And they circumnavigate. But they circumnavigate the same difference. They don't correct it enough. They don't correct it in the right way. So people might go from one nutritional strategy to the next nutritional strategy, to the next scheme, to the next thing, to the next thing. And they never circumnavigate enough to get onto the right path. They just get further and further away. They're making changes, but not circumnavigating enough to get onto this path of progression. As a coach, it's my job to give you this blueprint. I know this blueprint to weight loss, to weight management, to better health. I know that. That's my job as a coach. I studied it, I worked within it, I've done it myself. Now, what a lot of people will do is they'll circumnavigate and never get close enough to it. So they employ me to give them this blueprint and to help them as they work through their journey to make the right circumnavigations so they can get onto this path and start achieving their goals in a faster way. And the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is successful people will circumnavigate and correct towards that more linear path of progression, whereas unsuccessful people, they will auto-correct or circumnavigate, but not enough. And they won't get onto that path quick enough. The next thing I want to talk to you today about is, what does success actually mean to you? Because a lot of the people that I'm working with and a lot of people I talk to, they're chasing goals that were relevant to them 5 or 10 years ago. But now that they've changed as a person, what success means to them now is different to what it used to be. But because they haven't asked themselves that question, they haven't recalibrated and set new targets, they're still chasing old goals that don't really serve them. I'm working with somebody and she said, I don't want to feel like a failure. She's been in WA for 5 years. I don't want to feel like a failure. I was like, what makes you think you're a failure? Because this, and this. But that's completely different to where you're at right now. Completely different. It doesn't serve you. That's not the same. Like, you're a completely different person now. Your goals need to change. What does success mean to you right now? And then she was like, yeah, you're totally right. Like, I need to change the way I look at it and the way I think about that. You're totally right. And that's one thing I want you to do right now, is actually write down, what does success mean to you right now? Write out what your perfect day would look like. Your relationships, your health, your mindset, your body, your bank balance. What does the perfect day look like to you? And then we can start working towards that goal. The next one is something that's really been really relevant to me and really prevalent in my life. It's arbitrary goals versus fulfillment. So when I came into the online world, I was seeing what all the world-class coaches were doing. They were doing like 100k months, 200k months, 800k months, and I was like, that's where I need to be. I'm the world-class coach. I need to be doing what they're doing. I need to be doing that because that makes me a world-class coach, right? And then I started working towards these goals. It made me really unhappy. I was doing the complete polar opposites of what makes me happy. I like people, interaction. I like helping people, having connection, feeling, touching, working with people, helping people. And all of a sudden I pushed myself into this world of marketing, working at a computer screen, chasing these big goals. And then when I spoke to a good friend of mine, Karen Gallagher, he was like, what do you want out of your life? Like, what will make you happy? What will give you fulfillment? And I was like, this, and this. And he's like, you're doing everything wrong, mate. You're doing the activities that you don't like, and you're trying to put yourself in a place that you don't care about. Like, you don't need to do 800 a month turnover to make you happy and to give you the life that you want. Design your perfect day, and let's work towards that. Let's work towards actually creating fulfillment rather than arbitrary goals. Will a six-pack actually make you happy? Do you need a six-pack to get the way to feel and have the life that you want? That's arbitrary goals versus fulfillment. Or do you just want your wife to give you those, just fuck me eyes again, one more time? Is that what you want? Do you think a six-pack's going to get you that? Because you could be chasing arbitrary goals and really you want fulfillment. So think about what will actually give you fulfillment, and let's start working towards those goals. And the next one is consequences. What are the consequences of you achieving that goal? For you to have a six-pack, you need to do this, and this. Are you prepared to deal with the consequences that come from taking those actions? Are you prepared to miss date night every Saturday and upset your girlfriend because you can't go out for pizza? You have to stay home and eat kale and broccoli and chicken to get that six-pack. Are you prepared to deal with the consequences that will result from you chasing these fulfillment goals? But then also ask yourself, are you prepared to deal with the consequences of not achieving this goal? Because if you work towards a goal and if you don't work towards a goal, both things will come with a set of consequences. So when I went to the international championships for natural bodybuilding, natural, completely different to enhanced. Yeah, I'm not that big guy. I'm not what you would stereotypically imagine when you think of a bodybuilder. But when I went to the international championships for bodybuilding, I came second in the world. Consequences were my girlfriend at the time left me. She left me between states and world titles because the consequences of me achieving my goals were so great. She didn't like it. She left. Was I prepared to take those consequences? But I also have to ask myself, before I start feeling bad about it, would I have been prepared to have stayed in that relationship and not gone to the world titles? You have to ask yourself, are you prepared to deal with the consequences of each? And as we spiral towards success, as we start circumnavigating and we start auto-correcting and we start hitting this path of progression and we start working towards our goals, you have to develop your belief systems as a person. So as we work through here, we're going to develop the skills. We're going to change as a person. Our life is going to become different. Our circumstances are going to become different. And our beliefs have to change with that as well if we're going to continue working towards success. Because if your beliefs don't change, you will be limited on how far up this path of success you can reach. So I'm working with a guy right now, he's lost a huge amount of weight, he's lost like 80 kilos. He was fat and obese, and now he is an athlete. And what I'm trying to teach him is to believe that he is now that athlete, because the standards that he set himself as a fat obese person are no longer serving him. They're holding him back. He has gone so far up here, he's like here. But his belief systems are holding him back from achieving this last little bit, because he still sees himself as the fat obese person. He still trains like the fat obese person. He still expects the same rate of results as what he was getting when he was a fat obese person. And I was like, you're so much better than that now. You have progressed as an athlete, as a person. Those belief systems no longer serve you. What do you believe about yourself? You are doing $100,000 a year turnover. Do you still see yourself as that broke person? You've lost 80 kilos. Do you still see yourself as that fat obese person? Or are you looking at yourself as an athlete? And are those belief systems helping you or hindering you move forward? Everything that we do as we move towards success has to change and evolve as we do. As our bodies change and evolve, our beliefs, our habits have to change to support that, or we'll never reach the potential that we have. And I can tell you now, all of you have more physical potential than you believe. You're all being held back by your belief systems. So reassess them and change as you go. What I would like you to do right now is work through these and write this out for yourself right now. Sit down and write that all out. And in the comments below, just write out what you think your perfect day is. Write out what your belief systems are. Write out if you're chasing arbitrary versus fulfillment. Just write some notes down there for me, and I will come in and help you. I'll come in, I'll message you, and I'll say, hey, this, and this will really help you work towards success, help you achieve your goals in a much faster, more meaningful, happier, faster way. I'll help you if you comment in the comments below. If you want to know a little bit more about what we do, then there's a link to our website down there as well. There's also a link to our 14-day program. Just message us. We'll get you set up in our free 14-day program where we cover all of this. We cover nutrition, we cover training, we cover mindset, we cover everything within that 14 days, and it's totally free. All you've got to do is message us, hit the links below. It will lead you through to our 14-day program. From there, we'll email it through to you. Everything you need to get yourself set up for happier, healthier, and faster health and weight management done the body-proof way. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I know that your time is precious. My time is precious. So the fact that you've given me your time means a lot to me. Hopefully this video has a lot of value for you. If it has, comment below, like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you all very soon. Peace out, y'all.